So today we're in Poole in Dorset, and I'm going to be talking to you about this outdoor garden room. Now this is something a little bit different to what we normally do. It's not a kitchen. There's not going to be any kitchens in this video, but I'm going to be showing you how we built this from start to finish. So if you're looking at building an outdoor garden room, you want to know how it's done, this is the video for you. When we arrived in this garden, there was nothing down here. I think there was an old patio or something like that along there. And the brief from the customer was that he wanted it slightly elevated, so it had this sort of floating look. So the customer actually is quite artistic, and he gave us a drawing of what he wanted to do from his mind. And then we took that drawing and we put it into a 3D design software. We put it through our software and created the building, and then from there came down on site and started building it. So the first thing we did was to create some sort of cylindrical concrete piles, if you like, which we put into the ground at certain spaces, probably a metre apart, all the way along over underneath the whole of the building here. We then created a timber joist flooring system, and then timber frame stud work all the way around, which created the structure for the building. And then again, timber joists on the top, which were oversailed here just to give this really cool overhang on the top there. Once we've had the main timber frame set up, we've got the whole structure in place, we then insulate it with 100 mil of Celotex, which is like, it looks like a polystyrene insulation with tin foil either side. So all of that goes in between the joists, it goes in between the ceiling joists, and it goes in between the joists on the floor. The whole outside has then been wrapped with a breathable membrane, which is going to stop any water coming in. And then for this section of it, we use this cement board. Now this is a Marley Seadrill weatherboard. Now this comes in a whole variety of different colours. There are two main types that you can get. There is a lap system, which is like a ship lap, which looks like that, as if on like a ship sort of system. And then this one, which is their click system, which is more of a tongue and groove, so that instead of having the overlap like that, it's actually a really flush finish like that. And it looks really, really good like this. And again, completely watertight. You can put it vertically or you can do it horizontally. So that we used all the way around. And I can't remember the exact colour of this, but it's a really nice sort of grey colour, almost like an anthracite. And so up here as well, you can see we use an anthracite coloured soffit and fascia. It's a UPVC fascia all the way around here. This is the fascia that goes around there, and then this is the trim, because on the roof we've used a rubber membrane to keep it nice and dry, and then the edges are finished off with these trims here, and that runs all the way around the building. So all of the water, the highest point is here, and all of the water runs to the back with a gutter at the back, and it's outletted into a water butt at the back. So if we go over here, I'll show you this little section here that we did. So this, we sort of took this out, a little abutment out, and then put split face tiles on here, and it sort of breaks up this run really nicely, and it gives a contrast between, because there's a lot of sort of anthracite and grey colours here, but this white really stands out. It gives it a real sort of wow factor. And so for the glass, the customer wanted lots of glass in here. So if you look down this end, this is just so all of the glass and the sliding doors are all powder coated aluminium. They're all double glazed. This is just a full height double glazed window here. Then we come along to here. This is a sliding door. Again, it's powder coated aluminium. We'll go and have a look in there in a minute. That comes there, and then you come around to this corner here, and there's another one there. So you've got, like a 360 view of the garden. When you're sat in there, it looks really, really good. And I think while we're out here as well, I'll just talk about this decking. So this is composite decking. The customer chose the colours and the decking. It works really, really well. He's actually got lights in there as well, so at night you can see it lighting up that chimney section, and the whole thing floats above the ground. So, you know, even though our joists finish around here, they only finish about 6 inches back, and it's all supported underneath, it looks like it's got this sort of infinity look. It's really, really cool. So let's take a look inside now so you can see what's going on in here. So now we're inside here, let's just have a little look at the things that we've got. So the first thing, I guess, is this over here, which is probably one of my favourite parts of this build. It looks like a chimney, and if you remember from before the video, it extends outside. So you've got this really cool sort of 3D inside-outside chimney with these split-face tiles. The customer had chosen this awesome fire. This is a gas, I think it's an electric fire actually, so it does actually heat, but more than that, it's got these cool flames. So when you're relaxing in here in the evenings in the winter, it just gives a really nice feeling to the room, really nice atmosphere. We've got another smaller window up here. This was just for ventilation, really, just to make sure that airflow could stay flowing through here so we don't get any damp problems or anything like that. On the floor, we put down a luxury vinyl tiles. So I don't know if you've ever seen these before. They are super thin. They're probably 4 mil thick. They're made of vinyl, but they are in planks. They come in a whole host of different colors and textures. So that works really well in here. Everything's been plastered and painted, so it is actually a proper room. We've got lights in here, and in terms of what we've done, that's pretty much it. Everything else you see in here has been done by the customer. They've dressed it, they've, you know, made it look really, really cool. I think you'll agree this is a really cool garden room. This is a space that's going to be used all year round. In the summer, it can be used for like watching movies, parties, all sorts. So that the kids can come down here. In the winter, it can be used as well because it's fully insulated, it's fully heated. So hopefully this has helped give you an idea of what could be achieved if you're looking to build your own garden room. So if you've liked this video, you might want to subscribe to the channel. We try and post these videos at least once a week. Hit the like button as well, that really helps us out. We do have Instagram and a Facebook account. I'll put the links to those below. So thanks very much for watching this, and we'll see you on the next one.